Hey guys, Ralph's Automotive. Got a 2004 Ford F150. Customer complained this check engine light is flashing. We're going to stay really low tech today. We see the engine rocking. I hope your camera is picking that up. Moving on to the hose here in the back. I'm hoping that the camera, well, camera don't look like it's picking it up, but anyway, everything is shaking pretty bad. It might pick it up. We'll have to just see. So as I was saying, we're going to stay low tech. So I got the snap-on hooked up actually, and we're going to go generic OBD2, the mode 3, which is the trouble codes. So it got our trouble codes for us. 174, we're going to ignore that, as I've already seen. I didn't know the problem, and I've seen the problem because I've seen the problem. Sorry about me, I can't talk. Cylinder 8 misfire detected, and engine misfire detected on startup. Camshaft position sensor A circuit bank 1, we're going to ignore that for now. Main thing, I want to know why the engine is rocking, and cylinder 8 misfire detected. That would kind of correspond to the engine shaking like crazy. So on a Ford, here you have your cylinder layout. The right side, or right bank, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Left bank, 5, 6, 7, 8. I said we're going to do a real low-tech approach. I'm trying to see if the camera is actually picking up the shaking part of it, but anyway, so we know we got a, well, I almost said that wrong. We know there's some issue with the number 8 cylinder. Number 8 cylinder on this truck, as I mentioned, is on the driver's side in the very back. That's our number 8 cylinder. So where do we go from here? We know we got a misfire code. So let's stay real low tech. So the first thing we're going to do is go to that back coil, and let's just unplug the coil. Plug back in, unplug, plug back in, no change. So where do we go from here? The coil is unplugged, there is no change. So are we going to change the coil, the plug? No, I don't think so. What we're going to do now is, or the smart thing to do in this situation would be to take a known good cylinder and play a little bit of swaptronics with it, meaning that we're going to take the coil, let's say from number 7, which is right in front of it, and put it into the number 8 position. So let's verify that the number 7 coil or number 7 cylinder is actually contributing by unplugging the coil. Whoa, unplugged. Oh, come on. Goodness, can we get plugged back in? Let's plug back in. You gotta give it a second when you're doing this unplugging and plugging, because remember, there's some amount of fuel that gets in the cylinder and stuff gets wet and let it pick back up. Unplugging it, and whoa, it's falling back. Okay, One of the problems already is, at this point in time, I plugged it back in. I'm fixing to unplug it again. I'll give it a second. Let it run for just a minute. Unplugging it again now. There we go. You gotta leave it. You can't do it too fast because that computer will actually turn off that circuit. I've noticed that when I plugged it back in, there wasn't no change. So be cautious with that. Don't go down the wrong path on that. But anyway, so we know now that computer has actually turned off that circuit. Unplugged, plugged back in. Okay, so let's turn the key off and take the number 8 coil, take it out, take the number 7 coil out, and switch them around. And let's just see if the misfire will follow, or well, I shouldn't say the misfire, but let's see if we can replicate the number 7 going to a non-contributing state. Coil number 7. Just did a quick visual inspection. Coil number 8. Okay. Coil number 8. So we want to take the coil number 8, insert it into cylinder number 7. We'll take coil number 7 and place it into cylinder number 8. Okay. Get it plugged in. Okay. Get the plug back in here. Okay, I'll start the truck back up. So now let's unplug, or let me back up. To test the coil, let's unplug cylinder number 7, which is the coil that came out of number 8, and observe if there's any change. immediately I did not see any change. Now we're gonna go, wait just a second, and we're gonna go to the cylinder number 8, which is the coil from cylinder number 7. Do the same thing, let's unplug it. And immediately we have a change. So at this point in time, it is safe to say that the coil is actually what's at fault here, because by switching the coils, we've already verified that the circuit integrity is okay, because what wasn't working before is now working, so the circuit is fine. There was nothing wrong with the coil number 7 before we started. It was working fine, so the circuit was working fine. And now the number 8 is contributing, so the circuit on the number 8 is also fine. Number 7, we'll do this one more time. Unplug it, there is no change. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put the number 7 coil back where it came from. So we're going to take that number 8 coil here off, and we will get the number 7 coil back out of the number 8 cylinder hole and put it back where it came from. No particular reason, just because I want the new coil to be in the bad location, so to speak, you know, just because later on, if 8 comes back on, I don't have to do a lot of looking as to where what was replaced. I will know, because I'll have a log in my database, you know, that the number 8 was bad, and when I look at it later on and this truck comes back with a number 8 problem, I know that it was a coil that we have replaced. I mean, we get bad parts all the time, so it does happen. This is not going to be a Ford coil. This is going to be well, O'Reilly. It's the only thing that I can get today. They want that truck back, so we're not going to mess around with it too much longer. You know, we're going to get this job done and get this truck back to these people. Make sure that this is plugged in pretty good. We're going to verify that the coil is actually working. We got us a Master Pro coil, so it's already got some dielectric grease in it. Okay, I'm going to start this truck back up. Okay, already we can see the engine no longer rocking like crazy. Nice and smooth. And I don't know that I want to do this right now, but we can, I guess. It is my opinion that higher than normal resistance on these coils, you know, basically with the plug being wore out or in bad shape, that can also cause, like I said again, in my opinion, that can cause a coil to prematurely fail. You put more load on it, but in this case here, I actually know the truck, and I know these plugs are fairly new, so they shouldn't be worn out by any means. It's got a set of Motorcraft plugs in it. I guess we could do some testing on spark, but I really don't think there is any need in doing it. We had that lean code on this bank here. Well, we have a dead cylinder, so go figure, you know, that kind of goes without saying. But I mean, anything else, I guess I'm just going to ignore that for now, because that is stuff that, because we had a dead cylinder, you know, that's all stuff that could have been caused by this dead cylinder. So I'm not going to get all worried about that and charge the customer a lot of money to check what may not need to be checked. You know, if I miss it, it's going to be on me. I'm not going to make customer pay for it later on. I'm not going to charge him diagnostic. This is just a simple swap. We're going to charge a minimum of an hour. We're going to charge him an hour worth of labor to do this testing and change that coil out, plus the part, of course, and we're going to move on with our lives. So thanks for watching. If you like it, give us thumbs up. Got comments, know where to put them, and please subscribe. Okay, one more thing, I almost forgot. Stupid of me, I really forgot about it, but went into mode 6, and hopefully you can read that screen. The last 10 cycles, the misfires on the vehicle here was 2200 or 2300 basically. This is not actual misfires. Whatever that number represents, I don't know. It'll have to be looked up. But anyway, if you go to the misfires current drive cycle, which is right now, value is 0, and that is also something that I could have showed you a while ago. I'm not going to put the bad coil back in it just to show you that, but believe me that these counters will work, and this is telling the truth. Like I said again, we are going back out of here. We are in mode 6 onboard monitored systems, and here you will find everything that's available to us in a generic OBD2 mode. Maybe. Okay, there it is finally. But we've got misfire, we got evap monitoring, oxygen sensors, got all that in there. And just to show you this, I'm gonna back out of here. Going into engine, and I'm gonna go into data display. I was in the generic function just to show you that you can use generic scan tools to check this kind of stuff, but I'm going to go into the basically somewhat factory data here, and we have misfire data here. So you see that screen? Current misfires is 0. I'm gonna let's see, should I do it or should I not do it? Yeah, what the heck, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Get you back on the tripod over there and get that screen, get you in front of the screen here. So if you watch this on the cylinder 7, I just briefly unhooked the electrical plug on top of the coil, and as you can see clearly that counts up. So here is also where we messed around with it a while ago, switching coils. You see that count actually counts up. So there you go, guys. I'm gonna end the video right here. I gotta move on, got some more things to do. Thanks for watching.